everybody, it's Mimi Markopoulos, your local realtor and park bench ambassador, and I'm here with Jay McQuaid, the owner of JM Design Specialties, LLC. Hi, Jay.
Hi.
Round of applause, everybody. So tell us a little bit about your start in the kitchen and bath business.
Well, let's see. I started back in 1984, a couple of years after I graduated from college. I graduated with a degree in music education.
Oh, wow.
So I've always been someone who's creative.
Right.
But I answered an ad in a paper and took a job with a kitchen distributorship in Buffalo, New York back in 1984.
Okay.
And that's where it kind of started. And from there, I worked in Western New York for maybe 20 years and really got quite the education in this business.
Okay.
And was able to identify that this is what I wanted to dedicate my life to.
So it was your passion?
Yes, it really quickly became my passion.
What drives you and motivates you to be in this business?
I'm motivated primarily by helping people the best way I can. And planning a kitchen or a bath to help sell houses. You know that kitchens and baths sell houses.
Yes, they do.
Yes, and a lot of times people seek me out to do a last minute spruce up, so that they can realize their best selling price. Or on the opposite end of the spectrum, they're going to make it their forever home, and they want it to be as nice and serve their purposes to the greatest extent
right, like
possible.
update their home from the builder grade.
That's right.
Stuff that was there.
So we help them get the best bang for their buck and do the right thing for the property, and really,
Perfect.
yeah.
What's the range of stated goals expressed by your clients?
It can be something as simple as replacing a bath vanity, to, like I mentioned before, giving the house a spruce up before selling, or to plan the kitchen and bath of a lifetime, something that's going to last the rest of their days. I get people all the time that say, we're going to die in this house.
Right.
I hope not literally, but I understand what they're saying, and
meaning they want to have the nicest bathroom and kitchen.
Yes, and we want to try to make that happen for them.
Awesome. What cabinet brands are you associated with?
I've had about a 15-year working relationship with a company called Omega Cabinetry. They are also from the Midwest. They're from Waterloo, Iowa.
Okay.
And I don't really have the need to associate myself with any other brand because they have such a wide variety of things that they build.
Okay.
And they've gotten to know me so well that I can basically send them a sketch with dimensions on it, and they'll build it for me.
Oh, perfect.
If it comes to that, and it quite often does come to that.
Right. Please expand on the services you offer your clients.
Okay. Well, the first thing we try to do is this may sound horrible, but I think you understand. Is we try to identify what the client is experiencing as their pains. A lot of times when I meet a customer for the first time in their home, they'll tell me, "Oh, I hate this about my existing kitchen. I can't function like I'd prefer to function." So be a good listener, listening to what they're telling me as far as the pains. So I don't want anybody to be in pain. I don't like being in pain. I don't want anybody I know to be in pain.
Right.
So we try to solve those pains as best as possible. Ultimately, we want the project to hit as many of those hot points as possible. Sometimes I get a list of things that are as long as your arm.
Right.
And you try to solve all of them. Sometimes you can't.
Right.
And there becomes the need to prioritize. So we really help them to try to understand how they have to prioritize things in order, and we try to hit as many of those buttons as we can.
Perfect. Tell us something that most people don't know about your business or industry.
People can be daunted. The process of remodeling is daunting to them. They know it's going to be disruptive. They know there's going to be dust, disorganization.
They might not have a kitchen to eat out of for a while.
Right, But we do our best to try to minimize those fears and concerns, and we do a lot of hand-holding whenever necessary.
I'm sure.
It comes from being able to put hundreds and hundreds of experiences that I've had in the past to use, bringing that information forward, sharing with the homeowner, trying to create calm.
What do you think sets you and your approach apart from larger retail companies?
Well, I pride myself, and I've had a lot of feedback from people who say that I've been a good listener. I consider myself to be a good problem solver. And that can have a couple of definitions. It can be that I'm solving a design issue that has hampered them from, going about their cooking and serving their family and friends and family. Maybe we've solved an issue that made all that easier. And then sometimes, as remodeling projects go along, you're sometimes faced with unforeseen situations. You open up a wall and you discover a pipe that you could have only seen if you had X-ray vision or something.
Wow.
So you have to solve those kind of problems too. So, thinking on your feet, which is something I've had to do for 30 years plus now.
Right. Are there any memorable experiences you'd like to share with everyone?
Oh, well, I try to recall something from about every project. There's quite a database of information that I have in my head. But I can tell you that with each and every project that I plan, there is a memory or a job site circumstance that comes into my memory from something that I had done maybe years ago for another client. And those kinds of resources, thankfully, I'm able to call forward and make use of time and time again.
Right.
And it's really helpful.
I'm sure it's like unveiling someone's kitchen after all the work is probably really awesome to see too. Your clients just being so happy and grateful that you designed something phenomenal for them has got to be a good feeling too.
Well, believe it or not, there are actually people who go on vacation
because they don't want to be there. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts or suggestions or anything you want us to know in the Park Bench community, in the Rockville community?
Well, even though our focus is primarily on kitchens and baths, it's not all we do.
Okay.
I've designed many home offices. These days, that's real important. There are a lot of people doing telecommuting things now, and they have to have, an office space at home, and so we try to set those things up so that they have an efficient workplace.
Got it.
So we've done that many times. I've even done family room wall units.
Like built-ins.
Built-ins,
Love built-ins.
And they can include the TV, the surround sound, all that kind of stuff. Or they may be simply bookshelves that say bookend a fireplace or something. We do that kind of work. I even got asked to do a custom dog kennel.
Wow.
Where they cantilevered some space into their garage. They adopt dogs. So we created a space that had cabinetry door with wire mesh grilling and forth in the doors.
Well, if somebody wanted to reach out to you, how would they be able to do that? What's the best way to get in contact with you?
The best way to get in contact with me would be my cell phone.
Okay.
I'm on 24/7.
Okay.
My phone is on all the time.
Okay.
I may not answer 24/7, but you'll always get a call back.
Okay.
Right.
And do you have a website or Facebook or anything else?
I've created a Facebook page for my business.
Awesome.
I'm getting into Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn.
Perfect.
Those are the types of things that I'm into so far.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Emailing me is also a good way of getting a hold of me.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, thank you so much, Jay, for
You're
letting
welcome.
us come into your beautiful showroom. And what's the address here, by the way?
The showroom space that we're sitting in now is part of a business called Plumbing Parts Plus,
Okay.
which is one of the partners, of course, that I recommend to all the clients. As you can see by looking throughout the showroom,
Beautiful.
it's filled with plumbing things, all kinds of goodies that are always
look
part
around
of
after this is over.
they're all part of a kitchen and bath remodel. So we're Plumbing Parts Plus is located at 12172 Neville Street here in Rockville.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Jay.
you. I appreciate you coming in.
Can't wait till you come remodel something in my house.